You are muted, Shipra.
Hello everyone. So welcome again to another episode and today we have a very special guest with us, Preeti ma'am. And we are going to deep dive in her incredible individual. So today I would like to introduce you a powerhouse of experience and wisdom, and with 30 years of experience in education, she is also an emotional intelligence coach and a global ambassador for 21 Diggiskillzs and AIEF. And she's also a value partner at Centa. But today we are going to talk to her beyond all this, know her, who is she as a person. So welcome, Preeti ma'am.
Thank you, Shipra. Thank you so much for inviting me to your portal, and so happy to share myself as an individual.
So tell me something about who you are as a person and how did your journey started, and also what made you fall in love with teaching.
Nice question. Um, how did my journey begin? All right, if I begin with, I am a daughter of two, UPSC. My both parents are UPSC, and that time when I was a little girl, I never realized it's such a big thing. And now, when I look back, I feel very proud that both my parents cleared their UPSC. My father was doing it, and he used to, like my mother, used to listen to him. He used to learn. That time it was. And in a way, she also got prepared. And she said, okay, let me also appear for the exam. And both of them cleared together and started working together. Father in Ministry of Commerce, and my mother was she was working in air headquarters, defense. She retired as a section officer. I remember it was a retirement, and we went to pick her up. So good moments. And I was born after their marriage, 10 years after their marriage. So I'm the only child of my parents, and very pampered. So they thought of, like, so that time they had a lot of time. So that is how they cleared their UPSC. They got their time to study. They enjoyed themselves. And they wanted to put me in the best school. I'm a Delhiite, born, brought up, married, and my all job and everything. I'm in Delhiite, and recently I have shifted to Gurgaon because of my children's job. Both my son and my daughter are working in Gurgaon, and for that reason we shifted so that it is easy for them to commute to their jobs. And luckily, I also got a job at Gurgaon school only. So this was my journey, and I I married my partner. My better half is myself chosen. So बहुत जल्दी शादी हो गई, जैसे like in my daughter's word, mama आपका तो बाल विवाह हो गया. So I got married at the age of 21, and I was in I don't know, I was in a hurry or what. Got my job at the age of 20 only. I had completed my nursery teachers training. And like you asked, what motivated you to go in for teaching line? It fascinated me. I don't know how that time, because when I was in college, there was Mandal Commission happening, and we did not get much time to visit to the college. We were always at home. So I was looking at different things, exploring what more can I do for myself.
Hmm.
And that time, like now, it is recognized, the talent of people is
Right.
recognized. That time, it was not like that. So
Hmm.
study, study, study. In the You had asked me that you will be asking me about my interest. So I was wondering, what are my interests? What am I interested to?
Hmm.
So my interest, I'm just cutting back
Yeah,
to
sure.
one thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
My interest, I don't know where it developed. I just want to
Hmm.
learn new things.
Hmm.
I want to learn new things. Because of that only, I think I was able to gather so much.
Hmm.
So by completing my basic education, completing my nursery teacher's training very wonderfully, and I got a job in my first school, Ryan International School, Rohini, and I worked there for 15 long years.
Hmm.
At the age of 20, got my job, 21, got married. And when I got married, we were very little, we were very small, did not
Yeah.
know so
Right.
much of the world that time.
Hmm.
Now there's so much of exposure, so much of coming.
Absolutely.
And
Hmm.
we got to hear so much. The wedding did not work. The girl went back home and there's divorce and all. You get to hear it now also.
Right.
But
Hmm.
that time, and it's a message for all the girls and boys, uh, when you get married, you've already known each other, whether it's a
Hmm.
self-chosen, whether it's an arranged. You
Hmm.
marry a person only when you are very much sure.
Right.
So give yourself time with each other. Do not
Yes.
rush. So
Hmm.
your girl is coming from a house, and to the house she's coming, that house also has to
Hmm.
accept a new person. So it's a challenging task at both the places. So, my message to the youngsters, give a chance. So, when I go to a marriage and I have to wish somebody, so I always
Hmm.
say, your motto in life just now, for few months, for few years, should be, my marriage has to run.
Run.
So, when I got married, so this was in my mind. So, that
Hmm.
time, my marriage has to run.
Hmm.
And this was my feeling that time, and this was uh, with that, you know. So now when I look back, yes, we say that time you feel. Uh, the other day, my husband was saying, 30 years are over. So, not realized we've come all the way. But
Right.
then, if you look back now, yes, so much so came. That time, we were so much busy in
Hmm.
running our home, running our family, that we
Hmm.
wanted to just make. My motto was that time, I have to make my marriage work.
Work.
So yes, there were so many incidents that could have brought it. A pampered child, only child, got everything from my parents, whatever I asked for. And
Hmm.
going to a different home, I got lovely, wonderful parents when I got married. I
Right.
completed most of my studies also after my marriage. My father-in-law was very keen. He used to really appreciate and feel happy that I am studying. So he used to really help me, and mother-in-law also taking care of the children. So I got a beautiful family here also. But yes, we are pampered, we are little, we don't realize those little things are
Right.
really helpful. So now when I look back, I call myself, I remember in my class 6, we had Shakespeare's book to read. So that time I will call myself, what was going on? Taming of the Shrew. So, yes, pampered again, I'm telling you this, and it's a different journey. It's a
So what
different house.
inspired you? Right. So
Yes,
what
yeah.
inspired you to transition into emotional intelligence coaching?
As I am telling you, I spent 15 long years in my first school, and that was, I was settling in my career, in my family. It was both ways. At Ryan International, the grooming mostly happened there, and everything happened. And I changed my school, and I spent 13 long years at Venkateshwar Global School, Rohini. Then much training happened there also. You are groomed as a person. And there I can say, yes, I have become career oriented, started my journey as a nursery teachers, and moved up to uh, classes, higher classes, step by step. I kept moving. And when I moved to Gurgaon, because I had to leave Delhi because of my children, so 15 years there, 13 years there, so I started with family priority, then career oriented. And now, when I was in Gurgaon, I felt yes, now again, my family needs me. So I'm working. I'm working now as a freelancer, not working in any school. So I have, as a freelancer, I have time for myself. I have time for my family now. Like my daughter goes in the morning for her driving lessons, I have the time to go with her. So if I would have been working, how would I have been gone? So when I am, and I started with my interest learning more. So when I am a part of All India Educators Forum, the ambassador there. This I got into when I was in COVID, and I am associated with this All India Educators Forum since then. And when I this was my self chosen, that I left my job. I served my proper 3 months notice and everything. And when I sat back home, then I was thinking, okay, I took a very big step. Now what next? But yes, I am people's person. So not sitting at home, really want to touch lives, meet new people. So it's a different thing. I used to do webinars because, and as an educationist, I've been in education area since 30 years. I do webinars, and I used to do webinars through my All India Educators Forum, and used to invite people on Zoom, and I do that also. I love studying. I'm studying my NEP, and I'm enjoying doing that. And whatever I'm doing that, I am giving it to the society as well. So there in my feedback forms, I ask people, what do you want to do next? What webinar do you want from me? So somewhere I got this one teacher, because my webinars are for teachers only. So somebody said, I want to know about emotional intelligence. So every place there's a trigger. Hmm? So that really caught my fancy. I used to do many courses at Shiksha Portal, and then whatever I used to learn, I wanted to teach. So what is it that they always say? To teach is to learn twice. So I used to really enjoy all that. So that is the time when I was talking with Mr. Matthews, the founder of All India Educators Forum, and he said, "Ma'am, yes, you can give an offline webinar if you want to, but then there, the schools ask for 5 recorded webinars." So I said, "Yes, I have taken webinars, but I recorded few. The rest I did not." So he says, okay, as many you've recorded, you give me your YouTube channel. Oh, that was a new word for me, YouTube channel. So I explored that, and now I will say I'm a YouTuber as well. So that triggered the YouTube channel, and now I started with my NEP, and giving my videos at the NEP as educator, so that it helps, because I know the teachers are quite busy at school with the children, and they do not get so much time to go into depth. So small videos, small shorts I started making. Then there were, because I'm an avid reader, I read a lot of books. So a lot of stories which I felt like people could it could be helpful in their work life balance. So I started making videos on work life balance, some motivational stories, and like whatever you're asking me, like whatever I know, I put it on my channel. It's basically an educational channel, and education comes from everywhere in every sphere. So this all triggered this house. So it evolves. Everything happens, I can say, by chance, and so I've come this far, and I'm happy now, giving time to my family, my work, and learning new things. In 2018, because of my principal ma'am, I became the Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert, and it is still when you are in your job. Till 2024, I did my job, so I have been from 2018 to 24, and I did my MCE, Microsoft Certified Educator also I am. So yes, know something about technology, and I believe Change is the only constant. So move ahead.
Yeah, it's
And
really true.
so you see, my motivation began from there,
From
and
where?
motivation
Yeah.
keeps coming. So it's you who has to gather it, grab it, make most of it, and move ahead. Do not get saddened because of anything. Challenges do come,
Yes,
take them in your stride. Enjoy every
absolutely.
phase of life. It's different. Yes.
So, what's a life lesson that you learned from a student that is still staying with you?
Um, as a student, I was an average student. I was never very good in my studies, but yes, the teachers make a lot of impact. I remember many teachers, and you remember teachers for two things. One, those who have been very hard with you, and one, they have been hard, but they taught a lesson. So, and one, when I was in 11th and 12th, I remember how my teacher, she really helped me sail through, and I got that time I got 64%, and that time 64% was a huge thing. And she got me a certificate also. So, like my teachers, I also want to touch lives so that they remember me. So this is something as a student I remember Mrs. Farao, Sister Mercedes. I was in a convent school. So they all left certain impressions on me. And 11, 12, I'm talking about Mrs. Wadhwa. She was also a great person. So like these teachers who I remember, I too want to be remembered positively, so that I can also make a difference in somebody's life. Really wish to.
Yes. So, and is there something that you learned from your student, some one lesson or something that you learned from your student and it is still with you that you remember?
Yeah, my students, these days, students are very smart. And yes, there is a lesson from them also. Mm, if I remember one student, okay, love your teachers. And I remember that one notorious student. The other day, there was no duster in the class, and he brought me a small duster. Ma'am, you are always looking for a duster. And
Right.
so, children also make places in your lives by their
Absolutely.
little things.
Hmm.
Remember them, cherish those moments.
Hmm.
So, these
Right.
are beautiful things, yes.
Absolutely. And ma'am, if you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would that be? 3 words.
Okay, three words. So,
Yes.
I'm resilient,
Yes.
and I'm positive,
Hmm.
and um, I believe that one must keep moving ahead.
Right.
However slow, you have to move ahead.
Move ahead.
चलती
Absolutely.
का नाम गाड़ी, बस
गाड़ी
चलते रहना.
चलते रहना.
आगे
राइट.
और क्या क्या देखना है, आई डोंट नो. बहुत कुछ
राइट.
देखा है.
Absolutely. And what's one hidden talent or hobby that you have and most people don't know about it?
I'm an open book. I mean, I
Okay.
open myself in front of you, and
Hmm.
everybody knows about me. I never knew I could be on YouTube. I could be a YouTuber. It never thought. So this
Hmm.
was something hidden which came to me, and I have people did used to say, "Ma'am, yes, you are a good orator."
Yeah.
So I think I was able to orate well, and so searching myself more and more. So the end that doesn't end. So getting to know more myself.
And ma'am, how do you balance your career, because you are doing so many things, with your personal life and also your personal growth?
Don't let your conscience die. That inner voice that comes, it has something, sometimes I'm too busy doing something. So my inner voice tells me somebody's
Hmm.
waiting there. My mom is waiting there. My children's
Hmm.
waiting there. My husband's waiting there. So don't let it die. Let your inner voice be there. And if you hear to it, it will come again and talk to you. So I think, and be a lifelong learner. Don't think, yes, I know it all. There is so much happening. Every day there is a change in something or the other. The technology is changing. So you must flow with the wind. That's what I think.
Absolutely. That's really good you said. That the inner voice which you said, that was amazing.
Yes, the inner voice should not die. That keeps you alert.
A lot.
That keeps
Right.
you knowing. One must introspect. शाम को रोज एक बारी बैठ के give some time to yourself. Think about आज क्या अच्छा गया, क्या अच्छा हो सकता था, क्या और भी बेटर तरीके से मैं कर सकती थी. Introspection is very important. Give yourself self-aware. Be self-aware. That's a very important thing. Sit with yourself. I tell my children also, शाम को बैठिए 5-10 मिनट के लिए. अपने आप से भी बैठना चाहिए. सबके साथ बैठते हैं. थोड़ा सा टाइम अपने आप को भी दीजिए. जानिए, समझिए, परखिए. क्या ठीक रहा, क्या बेहतर हो सकता था. So the competition is with yourself. Today I'm here and now I have to be here. So it has
Yeah.
to, not competing with anybody else. They say that
Yes.
your NEP also says that the competition is between industries, organizations, not human entities. Human entities, when they work together, when they collaborate together, they make a difference. So हमें एक दूसरे के साथ मिलके चलना है. अगर कुछ कंपटीशन करना चाहते हो, अगर कंपटीशन क्या, अपने आप को अपने से और बेहतर करना चाहते हो, you have to make set your own benchmark and move ahead. I think
Right. That's
that's what I have
that's really.
learned.
Uh, you explain you explained it so easily and so in simple language.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I was
Yes.
able to explain. Yes,
So, ma'am, you are a morning person or a night owl?
I'm a morning person. मैं सुबह
Same.
सुबह उठ जाती हूँ. Although I'm not working in a school anymore, I said, I'm working so much. So my routine is the same. I get up 5 in the morning, so that remains. It's not that I can give बाद में you can take a nap or something, but yes, I'm a morning person. I cannot work late night. Prefer in
Same.
the morning. Morning I can get up and work as
Right.
much.
Hmm. And what is your favorite book or movie which change your perspective?
I am reading Atomic Habits also, and I read Gopal Das Gaur. You've heard of Mr. Gopal Das Gaur?
Yes, Gaur
Uh,
Gopal Das.
yes, Energize Your Mind. That book has really impacted me, and I read it and I enjoy it. It has lot many examples which I can relate to, and I love reading that book.
Great. So, and what's that one thing that you can't start your day without in the morning or whenever?
Um, I'm a spiritual person also.
Hmm.
Um, शुरू से आदत है. आई हैव बीन वॉचिंग माय मदर इन लॉ, वो जिसको हम बोलते हैं ना, वो जोत जलाती थी. तो हाँ, मैं शुरू से जोत जलाती हूँ. दैट्स माय रिचुअल. एंड पहले थोड़ा कम टाइम देती थी, अब थोड़ी देर ज़्यादा बैठती हूँ. आई लव टू रीड the scriptures. I love to read the books. I want to know more एंड मोर अबाउट क्या है लिखा इन हमारी जो हमें ग्रंथ मिले हैं, जो हम भगवान की किताबें हैं, उनको पढ़ना पसंद करती हूँ और वो रोज़ पढ़ती हूँ। वो नियम है, इट्स रिचुअल, आई रीड इट एवरी डे and that also energizes me. I enjoy reading it. So I will share my YouTube link with you. I recently celebrated Kartik month. जब मैं छोटी सी थी तो शुरू से मैं देखती आती थी अपनी मम्मी को, अपनी दादी जी को। वो कार्तिक महीने सुबह उठती थी और बिंद्रा देवी पे, तुलसा जी पे दिया जलाती थी और कहानियाँ करती थी, मंगला आरती करती थी। तो मैंने अपने यूट्यूब चैनल पे वो भी डाला क्योंकि मुझे वो बहुत अच्छे से आता है। छोटे से करती आई हूँ कोशिश। स्कूल जाती थी तो भी थोड़ा-सा आधा घंटा पहले उठ जाती थी, 4 बजे
हाँ।
उठ जाती थी। तो उठ के
हम्म।
वो नियम फ़ॉलो करती थी और अब मैं भी, क्योंकि ऐसा पहली बारी हुआ कि मैं घर में थी, तो कोशिश रही कि पूरा महीना अच्छे से, कार्तिक का महीना, घर में उठ सकूँ और अच्छे से पूजा अर्चना कर सकूँ। शायद कर पाई और खुद को बहुत अच्छा लगा। So this is something that I cannot do away with. I have to do it every morning and I do it. I enjoy doing it. मुझे अपने बड़ों से संस्कार मिले। आगे मैं ये अपने बच्चों में भी देना चाहती हूँ। वो भी देखते हैं अपनी मम्मी को ये सब करते हुए, तो आई एम श्योर कहीं न कहीं उन पे भी इम्पैक्टफुल हो रहा होगा। आई रियली
हाँ, सो तो वो एनर्जी होती है ना एक पर्सन की, तो द एनर्जी ऑफ द हाउस, द एनर्जी ऑफ द वुमन इज द एनर्जी ऑफ द हाउस, ऐसे से।
rightly said. Absolutely.
Who inspires you the most and why? Who inspires you the most and why?
Inspiration has come from many ways. I have been inspired by most my mentors, whosoever in my first job, my HM. I was very much inspired by her. Um, then in the next school, it was my principal, and ma'am really inspired me. And when I came to Gurgaon, when I joined this Gurgaon school, I remember the director of the school and how she inspired me. And when I talk about, I get a lot of inspiration from my husband, a very simple man and simple living and high thinking. And I really admire him and I really wish to follow him. And I do follow him and I keep learning from him day in and day out.
That's really beautiful. You know.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, and question I would like to ask that, what is that one advice you would like to give to parents?
I would like to
Because as
advise
you are a teacher, so what would be your
uh,
advice?
trust your children, trust their abilities, capabilities. You've raised your children. जिन संस्कारों की मैं अभी बात कर रही थी, आपने उनको संस्कार दिए हैं, उस पे भरोसा रखिए। The children, you don't know, you never realize they are following you, and yes, you are their best role model, and they are being imbibed by your qualities, and trust them, their abilities and capabilities. As I said, like now your NEP also says, it is not padna hai. It's not that we don't have to study, but recognize their talents as well. So this is an important message for all the parents. नहीं आते नंबर, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. You don't have to rush after them for the numbers only. There are so many other areas. हमारा टाइम था कि हाँ जी बस एक डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर और यही सब बनना है. अब तो और भी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं. जिस तरफ यूट्यूबर, इन्फ्लुएंसर, so there are radio jockey, there are so many things. आजकल तो the AI is ruling, and yes, the data scientist, there is so much thing. My daughter started, she started as a science student and did her mathematical sciences in Delhi University. She went to a good college. But later on, uh, she is now a fashionista, a fashion designer. So it is आपके अलग अलग मोड़ आते हैं. You think different.
Hmm.
Just grab the opportunity.
Right. Absolutely.
Please allow your children to
Yes.
take things one at a time.
Hmm.
Yes. Hmm.
Yes.
होता है
Thank.
multitasking.
Yes. Absolutely.
But one
And
at a
thank.
time goes long way.
Yes. So thank you so much, Preeti ma'am, for this insightful and heartfelt conversation with you. And I hope that people will learn so much from your experience, your teaching experience as a mother.
Thank you. Yes, as a daughter, as a mother, as a teacher, yes, and as a student. I'm a lifelong learner.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank
There's a
you.
lot to learn from you.
Oh, so nice. Happy to hear. Thank you. Okay. Thank
Thank you
you,
so much for
Chitra.
coming.
Thank you. Bye bye.